TGIF Crush. Good morning out there. Good morning to everyone. You know who it is. Enforcer Space. I'll leave out the space today. Enforcer 250 somewhere around the lower deck. And I just got down. Good morning there, Trinitron. I heard your Trinitron 9. I heard your 314, Eddie. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, 2x4. Mr. 2x4 Mobile. Good morning, brother. Good morning to all. The doubters and the believers. Good morning to you all. You know who it is. The man with the heavy hand. With his little baby 2-pill Dave made. The mastermind at work. The mad genius. They call me Enforcer 250 somewhere around the lower deck. And I just got down.
With the master plan.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put together my little video. I think I'm going to put together a little instructional video of my Dave made. You see the magic I did? You see the magic I did on that X-Force 4-pill, which I'm putting up for sale? Anyone interested? I got a beautiful 4-pill Toshiba's High Drive X-Force. That's up for sale. I'm going to do the magic on my Dave made, but I'm not selling that. I'm going to keep my little 2-pill. I need something in line to keep shit in check out here.
Oh, shit. You already know. Top of the morning.
Good morning there, bad boy. And bad boy, you got top preference, brother. You know that. You know that. You got top preference. If bad boy don't want it, then it's definitely out for sale. But good morning. I hear a whole lot of crying out there, man. Hey, bad boy, I hear a whole lot of crying out there, but no buying. Got a lot of empty pockets, a lot of dreamers, but empty pockets out there. Lord have mercy.
Damn, what's going on? Empty pockets, holy shit. Waving the crazy Eddie, waving the 250, top of the morning. Hey, 250, man, nothing wrong with dreaming out there, man.
Well, that's what Lotto's all about, Eddie. Hey, Eddie, that's what Lotto's all about. When I play Lotto or Mega and I put those dollars up, I do a lot of dreaming myself. So, yeah, you're right. There's nothing wrong with dreaming. You're absolutely correct. But there's a time where we also got to come down to reality, Eddie. Some of us think they're marrying Sade. Some of us think they got 4 badges. You know what I mean? Some think that they have $24 million on a frozen account that hasn't been released. Some of us think they're going to be reinstated from what, I don't know, to something it's I can't describe. So, you know, it's good to dream, but there's also reality, Eddie.
Yeah, definitely not that. I don't call it dreaming, I call it delusional. You trying to say Cracky's out there? I don't hear Cracky. Where's Cracky?
Hey, I'm going to put a wager up. I'm going to put a wager up if everyone's listening. You want to hear what I have to say? A Dave made 2-pill I put against any 2-pill out there. And the winner gets a radio of their choice. Plus my Ameritron, brand new in a box amplifier. You just got to put it side by side and see who could do what. I put my 2-pill Dave made Toshiba's against any 2-pill out there. Did you hear? Did you hear that? Any 2-pill out there.
Well, Cracky ain't got no 2-pill. That piece of shit he got, forget about it. Well, I don't sell it because you're talking about base station, you're talking about mobile. You know, it's two different animals right there.
Well, we'll make it where we could put the base with a built-in supply against a mobile. And I could supply the power. That's not a problem. I'll put it on a bench. I'll put it on a bird meter, and we could see what does what. It's a good challenge, man. Because I know the dog. I know Richard tried to make that challenge, and he never stood by it. You know, once he hears me making a challenge, then he jumped right on the bandwagon. But yeah, I got this Dave made, man, and I'm not even done with it, Eddie. Eddie, I'm not even halfway done with it, man. I got some stuff. I got the goodies to put in, man. I got the components. that came in a few days ago. I got to change a little wiring to heavier gauge. I got a little work to do in this baby before I even make that final test. So this thing ain't even fully modded yet, and I still put that challenge out there. Anyway, let me put it on the side. Let me put it on the rack. I don't want to tie it up. I'm gonna have my Java here, and I'm gonna say good morning to all and everyone. Oh yeah, they call me Enforcer 250 somewhere around the lower deck with my little Galaxy DX44 HP, which I modified, yours truly, because this ain't a stock DX44, and my little Dave made. But one thing I did not do, and I do not recommend, pulling out the limiter. Do not do that. Absolutely not. If you want to splatter from here to Chinatown, or from here to another country, you definitely don't want to pull out that limiter. Not worth it. Anyway, let me put it on the side. Let me have my Java, and I'll be back. They call me Foster 250 with a beautiful challenge out there. 2 pill against 2 pills. See who comes out the victor. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
It's over now. When I'm gone. Boy, all I can say is TGIF. Ain't got my daddy. Oh yeah, TGIF all day. Welcome to Hotel. That's for that one. Oh, gotta love it. Check.
Hey, bad boy, you ever watch Ice Road Truckers?
Oh man, I love that show.
Yeah, that was on yesterday, man. I watched the last 2 episodes. And let me tell you, man, those are truckers, man. If you got the balls to drive on a frozen lake in a semi, you got some balls.
Yeah, man, and those fucking rigs are heavy, and they do it, man. Oh my God! Let me tell you, I give it to those women truckers who do it. Go over the world. 12 amp.
Yeah, they got one. I think her name is Lisa, and they have a new one. She's just started, and she's pretty good, man. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not putting down truckers that drive on a regular road, but these guys, these ice road truckers, man, yo, that's another level, man. That's what you call extreme.
Yeah, let me tell you, that's real extreme, man. Taking those rigs over lakes, some of them, oh man, I look at that show, that fake now, man. It's gotta be fake. It is not. It's real. They go through it all the time.
Then you got these other, as another show, as a spin-off, and I forget the name, but these guys, like, they drive in remote parts of the world, and I think it was in India or Bangladesh. There's a road that goes up a side of a mountain. There's no guardrail, and it's narrow as hell, man. And sometimes you got to back up, and they show people literally they fall off the cliff because they go too close to the side, and that's it, man. I forget what it's called, but that's also crazy, man.
Yeah, that show came out years ago, man. I don't know what you're talking about. It was a spin-off from Ice Road Truckers, and I think it was in Bangladesh, India somewhere. Some of the drivers went out there and driving those fucking trucks that are falling apart on the mountain.
Hey Eddie, would you do what these guys do, Eddie? Just for a challenge, or drive on a frozen lake?
I do it every day, 5 days a week.
There you go. You see, I have the utmost respect for that.
Yeah, that's no joke, man. Ooh, let me tell you, man, that takes a lot of fucking experience and a lot of big cojones. It's really, I don't know, they just for ratings, they make it more dramatic, I guess,
Yeah, but it's fun to watch anyway, you know.
Oh yeah, that's just all part of it, I used to watch years ago. I stopped watching after a while. I got a little hokey, you know what I mean? It's all the same shit. All these reality shows got to be the same. You want the wrong team? I gotta go. Back on. Be on the kid team. Don't be on the crack-headed team. 6 waving. Well, I'm just letting you know how them work.
I don't even think Dog would do that on a bicycle, never mind a truck. Imagine Dog trying to go on a frozen lake.
Oh, shit. Yo, they had a reality like watching because it's funny as hell. It's about these cats in Brooklyn. They used to go around picking up scrap metal. And, you know, I think it was Vito and Mikey. And, you know, two Brooklyn guys. And they just go around the junkyard, the construction sites, picking up scrap metal and selling it. And they, you know, they made a show out of that. And that was funny.
I think it was called Scrappers.
Yeah, that was it. Yep. 614. Yeah, they took a toilet bowl and they broke it over Richie's head because he tried to steal some scrap metal. Well, that's all the same, man. I was just kind of thinking about that. Imagine dog. You get dog on camera. Hey, man, my name is Richie. They call me RC127.
Hey, you know what's another good show, Bad Boy Eddie? I don't know if you recall. These guys, they drive around in these big ass tow trucks, and they do it all night long for the winter season, and they pick up rigs that you know that have accidents, and they got these cranes on the back of these big rigs. They're like huge tow trucks. You ever see that show?
I think I've seen one time. I know you're talking about. They only go around picking up rigs.
That's all they do. They clear a certain passage, certain parts of the highway, and that's all they do. And it's competition from their competitors, and they're like huge tow trucks with cranes mounted on the back of them, and you see them lifting rigs that you know they have accidents or whatnot. Whether they flip over or they run off the side of the road, and they gotta send these cables down, winches, and they tow them up. It's unbelievable, man. And one of those rigs, I think, cost like $750,000. The guy was saying.
They call me Small Fry, man. 6'1". Yeah, that's heavy duty, man. Big time. Hey, I'm just trying to find out who Enforcer's talking to.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I like those shows. You know, unfortunately, yesterday was the finale, but yeah, at least I got to catch that. Yeah, I tell you, Bad Boy, I do so much OT, man. Doubles and work on my weekends. I miss. Thank God for you know, you could go home and check it out again, in demand, you know. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. That's for sure. Yeah, you know the show I like watching too, man. I like watching the repo show, and the parking wars is funny, man. They give these tickets to these people, man. They get into the arguments. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I like the other ones. What is it called? Not container wars, where you buy these empty what do they call them? Like bins. You know, where you store stuff. Is it storage wars? I think it's called.
Yeah, storage wars. That's another good show. I like that one. Come back quiet.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man. You know, it's a gamble because you could bid a certain amount of money. You really don't know what the hell's in there, and you could get a fortune or you get a bust. You know, it's a gamble.
Yeah, what makes me laugh is when they start bidding over each other just to make the other guy pay more money. That shit is hilarious.
And I tell you, man, these guys make a living out of that. You know.
Yeah, sometimes they find good shit, man. That's for sure. Sometimes they find stuff that's worth more than the storage itself. It could be just one little thing.
Yeah, sometimes you can find a little container full of garbage.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But that's what they do.
I don't hear dog out there. Where's Cracky? He's off today?
They stepping on them boys.
Yeah, I thought I would hear a peep out of him, you know. I don't hear him at all. Unless he blew his tooth pill out that he says he's using.
Yeah, you got mad people keying up too.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're crushing him.
They're killing them boys.
Where's crying Pedro? I don't hear him either. He's usually crying at this time.
Yeah, who knows, right? Who knows what happened?
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. I don't think I'm scheduled to do any overtime this weekend, Bad Boy. I'm definitely gonna do some magic on this Dave Made, man. Finish this up, and that'll be my last project. But yeah, I have fun doing it, man. I really have fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, Rajo. Yeah, I called a friend of mine. He needs a box. I figure I'll sell him mine. I got a 5 pill X-Force, the Midnight Special, the 700, the original. Not the one with the 1446s, the one with the 12290 and 42879 Toshiba's, man. Yeah, I got it mint. I'll probably just bump it off to him.
All right. You'll be the first to know. You'll be the first one to know. About the 4 pill. So that's a Roger. That's good, man. You know, it's good to keep these things in the family because they don't make them like this anymore. And that's the last you're gonna see power supplies that's in those amps, man. You know, the one I'm putting up for sale, and even the Dave made I'm using. Everything now is using switching supplies. They're lighter, this and that, blah blah blah. But they don't do the same damage, man. Oh yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there. You know, it is what it is, man. Everything is changing. Technology, they're just not building things the way they used to now. You know, it is what it is. And if you want to pay for premium, you really got to pay a lot, man. It's crazy. You look at some builders for Toshibas, they want $100 extra per pill. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. But that's what's going on. You want Toshibas, you got to pay.
Yeah, so, you ever heard about those PP100s? So you seen them new pills, PP100s?
Yeah, I seen them. PP60s, PP100s. They're just a different generation of. They're just a different brand name of Chinese pills. That's all they are. You know, you got your pills from different manufacturers, and they just designate them as PPs, whether they're 60s or 100s. You know, they seem pretty good. I've heard good things about them. But then again, you know, when you're dealing with things coming from that part of the world, you have to. It's like Russian roulette. You don't know what you're going to get. You could get a couple of good pills. You could get some. All it takes is one bad one. You know how it works. All it takes is one weak pill, man. It bring the other ones down. So, you know, you have to deal with it. I mean, eventually Toshiba's are not going to be available at all. So, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I was reading an article saying that those are the closest you're going to get to the Toshiba's, and they're pretty sturdy, pretty good. So, see what happens.
Yeah, they say they're pretty good. Yeah, I hear the same thing. I know there's one builder that exclusively uses the PP series, and you know what it is. All it takes is you demand better quality, and you put pressure on the manufacturer, and they got to comply. Because you know, as a builder, you can't be getting a bunch of pills, and even if it's out of 100, even if 5 of them are bad, that's unacceptable. You know, because that one of the one of those 5 out of 100 could be in someone's amp that just been purchased. Look what happened. Look what happened to me with that Fat Boy. You know, that damn thing. One of the 4 pills just started glowing on me, and I had the damn thing on a dummy load, man. Perfect match, 50 ohm load, and it was a bad pill, Chinese made. You know, so that's why I sent that thing back. It is what it is. You know, you could get lucky and you could get burnt. You know, but that's the risk you got to take. Or you actually don't have to take if you can get Toshibas. But I see the PP's pretty decent. I know someone out there. I know Pickup Truck 225. He has PP 60s, and he does a lot of damage out here. He crushes the Crackhead and a few others. So yeah, PP's are decent, man. If that's all you got to choose from, then I guess it is what it is. As long as you take care of them. You know what it is, Bad Boy? You can't overvolt them, and you really can't abuse them like you can with Toshibas. So it's not so much that they're garbage, it's just that they can't handle the abuse that the Toshibas. They're not as rugged, put it that way.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. A lot of people don't know what it means is that when they say 1 or 2 watt that key, that's it. You know, they wind up overdriving them and messing up the pills. It is what it is. What you gonna do, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. It is what it is. Hey, it's quiet out here, man. It's very quiet. What's going on out here?
I don't know, man. It's real quiet. You gotta love it. I like when it's quiet, man. Peaceful. All I hear is Tarzan.
Yeah, I heard Weasel out there. Good morning, Weasel. Good morning, Weasel. I hear you out there, brother. What'd you say? I'm doing a 40 plus, Weasel? Yeah, I got that. I got a couple of jokers out there with noise toys keying up. If I didn't I hope I didn't misunderstand you. Did you say a 40 plus, Weasel? Mr. Weasel, did you say a 40 plus? That's 40 plus. All right, as long as you hear me, over the mess. Well, I'll go back to your gate. You're probably gonna put out a gate this morning, so I'll check it out in your gate. I thought I heard you say 40. My mistake.
I say good morning to 104, 104, 104, Weasel, bad boy, bum bum. Wait a minute, no dog could hear you out there.
Hey, Weasel, just told 206 Pedro and Cracky 127 throw them a life preserver because they're drowning in the mud right now. They're actually drowning in the sauce. Just let them know, Weasel. 250 enforce they got their mic, and I just got down. That's all I wanted.
Oh yeah, 515 and the big apple trees is rocking on. And I'm back quiet.
I love the excuses they make, bad boy, that I'm a block away, that the Bronx is right across the street from Lower Manhattan. You got to hear the nonsense that they make up. That Weasel has a beam aimed right on us. Oh man, the tears.
Yeah, no, they be crying, man. I mean, that's funny though, man. We're a block away from the Bronx. I mean, I never heard no shit like that on the radio. A block away from the Bronx.
And you know what's even more funny? In one of 206's video, in one of his, actually my video, there was someone coming in under you, right? And then 206 comments, I don't know how many blocks you really are from one another, but the horn was taking out bad boy, which it wasn't. It was coming in under you. And I try to tell these clowns, look, we're not super locals. We're not even really close at all. We're in totally different neighborhoods at different parts of the city. And they don't understand that. Yeah, someone could come in between us and take one of us out to one another. That's not a big feat, you know. If we were 4 blocks away from one another, no one could do it. So that proves right there the lies that they make.
Yeah, but then, you know, it's funny. They think I be running my box 24/7. I got my box on now. Just to be a pain in the ass, you know. But I usually never run my box. I'm just barefooted. Barefooted, they fucking can't fuck with me. So imagine if I was barefooted. I mean, you gotta be real good to get over my shit. You know, because I got the height helping me out. But now when I got this box on, when I got this mom on, that's it, man. Ain't nobody fucking, you're gonna hear me 24/7.
Not only that, you're facing the Statue of Liberty. You're facing the total opposite direction of me. So, you know, plus, I'm just hearing the backside of your signal and vice versa. That even makes it more of a disadvantage.
Yeah, not only that, man. These fucking dumb brothers don't even think the shit we gotta go through. I mean, you got buildings all around us. You know what I mean? Like I said, what's helping me out? I got height and I'm right by the water. So, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like anyone that's a driver. If they're driving in Manhattan, see how little you get out of Midtown, anywhere in the city, unless you're on the river, unless you're on whether it's FDR Drive or whether it's the West Side Highway. Unless you're at those locations, if you're anywhere within the city limits, within the skyscraper, it's like being in a valley surrounded by mountains. That's how I like to describe it. We're like in a valley surrounded by mountains with these huge buildings.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. You know, we fucking in the valley, mountains all around, and you're trying to get out, you know, with a signal through all this shit. Come on, man. They can't do what we do.
But it's funny because I get I got a text, not a text, on a comment from Birdman. He was way out in Long Island, and he's told me he heard me with no problem.
Yeah, that's it. They don't know what to do with their stations. You know, you already know. I'm gonna tell you. They don't know what to do anymore. These fucking guys, man, they don't know how to run this shit. And it's funny how they always, I'm handicapped. My antenna's 3 feet lower. My tube, it's running on its last link. What's the other guy? 206. I have my box on. I gotta get back to my job. Always crying.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Yeah, Cracky's antenna slipped 3 feet. He's a kilowatt less. And then you got the other one saying he's running a slim fast radio. I mean, it's just excuse after excuse. Listen, if you're coming out here, you got to be prepared. Otherwise, don't even bother turning on the radio. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. You know, you're gonna get burned out here. If you ain't hooking up your shit, you're gonna get burned. They always get burned anyway. These motherfuckers are my Dutch. Motherfucker gotta fucking be on a tall hill in order to talk. Damn, man, if your fucking mobile can't talk from anywhere, then throw that piece of shit out.
Well, that's what Pedro does all the time. If he's not on a high bridge or near the waterfront where he got direct line of sight to Cracky, he don't talk. You'll notice that about him. And he won't pan the camera. They were accusing me of using my 4-pill. A couple of videos ago, I recorded. I panned it to the Dave man. I'm like, look, 2-pill, man. Stop the crying. They can't believe I'm running a 2-pill. They just can't believe it. And I said, look, I panned the camera. What do you want me to do? It's all in the magic.
And something they'll never understand. If you got your shit hooked up correct, you're gonna get out. If you ain't got your shit hooked up, you gotta be like that fucking small fry. I gotta get on top of the hill in order to talk.
You want to laugh? Look at 206's last video from yesterday, and he shows on his radio his SWR is at 3-to-1 when he keys up, and it deflects to the right to infinity. This is 206. You look at his SWR when he keys up, it's 3-to-1, and then it jumps to the right as far as it can go. He doesn't recognize that, man. I tell you, man, that radio is gonna blow soon, man. If I keyed up and I seen an SWR between my radio and my amp at 3-to-1, and then when I talk it jumps to the right, I was like, damn, something's not right here.
Yeah, there is something wrong, man. Shit. Well, you know, new jacks, man. New jacks.
I'm surprised Cracky hasn't noticed that and told him something.
Cracky don't know shit. I heard Cracky this morning say he got a fucking 1970 Sparkle-matic fucking mic. Sparkle-matic stock mic. Yeah, this fucking guy is a Sparkle-matic stock mic. Talking about, look how it sounds. And I mean,
This
these
is funny.
guys are telling him he sound good. Motherfucker sound like he's holding his fucking nose, man. They fucking lied to his stupid ass. Oh, Sparkle-matic, like that's a glamorous, a fucking... You're fucking old ass shit.
Richie yesterday officially said he's the king of the monkey bars. Now we know what he's the king of. It was funny. Me and Eddie were laughing when he said that. The king of the monkey bars.
Oh my God, king of the monkey bars. Come on, man. He's still claiming he could do fucking chin-ups, man. Fucking guy. He's probably the king of fucking holding cock. That's what he is. Everybody's just stepping on each other over there. Nobody's talking. Shit, I got a little change in my pocket for a jingle.
I hear 909 out there, 314. I hear you.
314, good morning, I'm too much noise out here, man.
Yeah, but do I take that noise out of your radio? When I key up, do I take out that noise? Let me know. Hey, it's on my gates. It's on my gates. The man said he hears me and Bad Boy. That's all he hears. He don't hear no one else. No 206 and no 127. Look at that. It's on my gates.
You don't even hear those boys. Those boys is gone. I don't know. I'm in Brooklyn, so look at that.
And you're in Brooklyn. Look at that. I'm in Manhattan. Bad Boy's in Manhattan. You're in Brooklyn and you don't even hear 127. That's funny.
Yeah, you got that on the video gate. He's in Brooklyn. He don't even hear these niggas.
Well, that was dedicated for Cracky. I hope Cracky's listening. You know he's gonna watch my gate and comment that the boy's 2 blocks away. That he's in my strawberry patch. You know he's gonna make excuses.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm that king, 300 watts. And I don't even want to say what the swing is. I can't hear you now, Too I can't hear you, man. A lot of big radios skiing up, man. You need some 300, 300, 300. I don't even want to say what the swing. Motherfuckers will be like, what the fuck? And I'm not even at full. This is a low. What's going on? With the wave out there, 515 Bad Boy, you already know. Welcome to the weekend. Bum bum. Is that the small fry trying to get into the gate? No.
That's Crying Pedro.
Crying Pedro. Holy shit. That's a crooked Pinocchio. Yeah, copy that.
Crying Pedro, let me hold your hand. Crying Pedro, you're getting smashed off the band. Crying Pedro.
Hey, he's getting smashed left and right, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. You were in Brooklyn? That's in Brooklyn.
Someone get some clean outs for little Pedro. Get some Kleenex out for little Pedro, 206. That little crooked nose. Someone get Pinocchio some Kleenex.
Fuck the Kleenex. Somebody break out the tampons. These motherfuckers is bleeding today. They got that bloody fucking... They got that bloody PMS coming out their asshole, man.
I should have said tampons instead of Kleenex. You're right, Bad Boy. They need tampons.
Big time, man. They need the overnight.
They need an extra padding, you know, that extra comfort. That's what they need.
Yeah, they need the overnight for the extra flow, because they bleeding a lot. What's the matter, bro?
And then when they're done, I hope they douche.
Well, Cranky can't afford no douche. Fucking Cranky smell like rotten Limburger cheese.
Where's Cracky? I don't even hear him, man. He's not even in the flow. He's not even in the dirt, in the noise. Where is Cracky? Did he blow his little 2 pill out?
comes in, fucking when some people unkey cannot even get to it.
Well, that, hey, bad boy, that proves that 206, if he's not on a high bridge, if he's not on a bridge, if he's not bridge talking, you don't hear 206. Or if he's not near the water, it's funny, man.
Yeah, let me tell you. First of all, I mean, if he's fucking driving the truck or whatever, his antenna's not mounted right. His cables are probably fucked up, and he doesn't know how to tune his shit. Because I mean, if you gotta get up on a hill just to fucking talk, come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
That's what I say. Anyway, bad boy, everyone out there, it's 6 o'clock in the AM. I got to get out of here. It's about time for me to get out, head to the salt mine. Bad boy, 314-909. And if I missed anyone, Weasel, I missed anyone, I apologize, but I got to go. They call me Enforcer 250 on my little Galaxy DX44 HP, driving my Dave May 2 pill. I got to get out of here. You all have a good morning and a better afternoon. They call me Enforcer 250, somewhere around the lower deck. Check out my gate on YouTube, Enforcer Space 250, and sit back and watch Truth and Justice at its best. I got to get out of here. Enforcer 250, somewhere around the lower deck, and I just got down.
Yeah, man, have a good one, man. Be safe out there. We definitely catch you over the weekend if you're on. Phone 10. Nothing but 515, 515, 515. Oh yeah, look at that. 515. We drop that wattage. Then get that bad boy swing. Swing like a chicken wing. I never messed around with that software before. I played it in the computer. But I never, oh yeah. Hey Weasel. Hey Weasel, you still out there? 104, 515 with the morning wave. Have a good weekend. Bum bum. And I'm gone. Right. Yeah, we got a camera. We got this like interface. It's a small box. Damn, look at that swing. Shh. Damn it, boy. The USB port. And then all you got to do is download the program. That's it. Good deal. Hey, tell Roger. Yeah, cool. That's good. I didn't know that. I used to use a mobile with my laptop, but yeah, what happened with the internet, when it jumps out and you happen to be keying up, and the internet jumps out on you, the radio will stay keyed up. Now you're in trouble. Yes, yeah, that's the thing now. I hear you remote it as a PX, and that could be a problem, because you don't want to blow your shit up. Yeah, that's what I was nervous about, you know. It's like the Flex radios. You know, I've talked to people in the Flex radios, you sound great, man. But you can have a conversation with a Flex radio, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're gone. And you're like, whoa, shit, what happened? And, you know, that's what happened. Oh yeah, 515 New York, back quiet. From my Galaxy phone, I could download the software in my Galaxy phone. I also operate the radio through my phone if I wanted to. But still a lot of bugs in that, so I'm not doing it yet. But you know, if you wanted to, you could actually use a smartphone to control the radio if you wanted to. Yeah, it works good too. I live down in South Jersey, and I hear you in the morning. I hear you, I hear 250, I hear 9.